take my heart and make me believe again. 'Cause without you I could never end. Wouldn't like to think that I can do this on my own. You bring out the worst in me, anxiety. It haunts my heart till I can't breathe. But all I want and all I need is a holy devastation.
Welcome in, everyone. Oh, apparently, I'm just going to throw everything as I try to switch scenes. Today is a special edition of Campfire Talks on the weekend. I see we got Kayla and CFAM already in the chat. Great to see you, my friends. Today we have a friend that I met, I'm pretty sure on an off chance. I just randomly clicked into your stream one day. Mochi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I cannot complain. It's finally not freezing outside, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Nice.
I don't know about you, but it's been in the 30s and 40s for most of the week.
Oh, ours has been terrible over here. We got 80 degrees.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, we're around 75, 80 today, so it's been quite nice.
Nice.
For those of you that don't know, Mochi, why don't you give us a little explanation of what you do here on Rumble?
Well, I've always been a big supporter, I guess, of my husband, Chili, who originally he was the one who was streaming. I think he's been streaming now for 2 years. And I just always been supporting him. And a lot of people have been telling me to, like, I guess start to stream on my own. So I think maybe it's been like a few months now. I think it's been now 3 months that I started to stream, and I used one of those like avatars.
Wait, why did the video stop? Speaking of your avatar, I just happened to look down and it disappeared. I think I forgot to set it to loop. Whoops.
Oh.
Let's bring that back up. There you are. I was about to say the avatar should have been on screen, but it wasn't. I was trying to find a background to put behind it, and I was like, I don't know what to put, so I literally just looked at your character and put kawaii background.
No, that's perfect, because I like to, I've always liked, I'm a big fan of like chibi anime kind of style. I like all my entire site, I think, and characters and design is based off of that.
Yeah, which I might have to pick your brain on how that thing actually works, because I'm trying to do something that we talked about beforehand. that's still under wraps.
Right.
Trying to figure out how that actually works is a whole other thing. Added to the list
Gotcha.
of everything I've been trying to figure out how to do. Um,
Yeah, that's another whole other thing. I mean, you have to have a good computer. Mine is barely handling with what I'm doing.
mhm.
So I have to upgrade my computer because I wanted to play more graphic intense games, but like Marvel Rival, it's not that graphic intense, but however, if I do anything extra to it, it just literally would my whole computer would die.
Yeah, that's what. Because yours is fully animated. I was planning on just doing the PNG. Oh, what's up, Mischief? Thank you for the raid, my friend. Thank you
Hey,
for
there
also
it is.
reminding me that I need to actually fix my raid to where you can hear things. All it does is show up a nice little graphic. Um, but welcome in, Raiders. Hope you enjoyed watching Yosemite Falls. It's a very he does a every now and then he does a chill stream where he just watches the Yosemite Falls stream. It's quite nice. But so yeah, you do a lot of gaming. I was watching your Repo stream the other day. I forgot how funny Repo actually is.
Oh, it's a fun game. Actually, I'm gonna play it tonight after we're done. I don't know, like right now they've updated it so you have like sorry, you hear my husband laughing in the background.
Oh, you're all good.
uh so basically they've updated it and you can get cosmetic stuff and right now, I mean it's all chance. So it's whatever it drops and you gotta extract with it.
Hmm.
But yeah, the update is crazy. I love it. I mean, so far right now I got a mustache and I have a helmet.
Mustache.
I'm like, yeah, I'm so set right now.
Kaylin says, I have you all in the background listening and will chime in periodically. I am studying. Well, good luck studying, my friend. And I don't know why you
Yeah,
listen to us while studying, but I
I know, right?
appreciate you nonetheless.
It's soothing. Our voices are soothing.
Oh my god. I don't know if you're like me. If I go back and like watch an episode trying to find like a clip, which I really need to start doing, I hate the sound of my voice.
I know. Doesn't it sound different? Like when you're
Hmm.
actually speaking, you hear your voice, and like, ah, okay, and then when you listen to, you're like, wait a minute, that's not me. Who's that?
Who's that guy?
Like,
Well, in your
yeah,
case,
who's
girl.
that? Right, right.
But yeah, I've never really liked the sound of my voice. We recorded a couple of songs before my band broke up, and that not saying that to sound cool. We never actually did anything. We had a major fight before we could ever do anything, but we tried to record, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was supposed to be the backup vocals, and I was like, I hate it. I can't do it. Can't do it.
That's cool. So you were actually a singer?
No, no, I was not. Like I said, backup vocals. I was a lead
Like,
guitarist.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I heard
No,
mine, and like you can kind of pick your voice. I was like, nope, nope, we're not using me. Use someone else. That's awful. And
that's funny.
welcome in, Mischief. I just saw you join the Discord call.
Yeah,
I think he's
he's
still
on mute.
muted.
Yeah, he's
Um,
mute.
Kalen says it's because you're a friend, Rez, and I love you as a brother in Christ and want to support you. I appreciate you so much, my
Aw,
friend.
that's nice.
It's a beautiful segue to one of the first conversations that we ever had. I think I rated into you, and we somehow got onto the topic of talking about our faith, and that's when you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm a big believer." We had like a full on conversation while you were
Yeah,
trying to play a
yeah.
game.
I mean, to be honest, like I feel that I don't know. He's a great topic. Period. Like I feel like I talk about him all the time, even in my job, my work. I'm actually a design consultant. I meet a lot
Mhm.
of customers and clients, and help them put together their home, and design everything. And
Oh,
with
then
that,
you and my
like,
fiance would get along great.
I'd probably be able to sell her everything.
She is currently in the process of trying to redo her entire house at the moment.
Oh, dude, yeah, that'd be awesome. All I see is like dollar bills. Ding, ding, ding. I'm like, don't you need that? Yeah, what about this?
Yeah.
No, but I always end up like talking to customers about God. I mean, we I don't know, it always ends up going back to it, which I love. And and then after that, I think one of my customers, she was saying like, "Hey, what do you think about? Do you ever think that God maybe uh laid out this path for you to become a design consultant in that sense to, because I used to always do design, but I never went to people's homes and actually did the whole full on like home designing interior that way, you know?
Hmm.
Um so anyways, they were saying maybe it's, God did that so that you can spread the word of him. And I was like, "Oh, I never thought about that cuz I actually talk about him a lot to my clients, almost every single one." Um
That's
so
awesome.
yes.
Yeah, you just reminded me of a time where I was having some sort of issue with my computer at work, and I called IT, and I don't remember how the conversation came up, but we ended up talking about Christ, and we went on like an hour long talk. We were talking about The
Right.
Chosen, we were talking about a bunch of other media, and it turned into a full on thing. And then we're like, oh yeah, right, we're working on the computer. Um,
Exactly. Exactly. That's what usually happens, and I feel by I don't know, I get to hear people's stories, and a lot of them actually share uh great testimonials to me, and I feel very like honored that they feel that open to speak to me about that, and share it. So, and I've
mhm,
had people who actually call me after, like, once everything is done, and they're just like, um something probably like something bad has happened to them and their family, whatnot, and we would just sit there and we would pray together. So just that, I mean, that warms my heart that they feel that open
mhm.
to ask for me to be a part of their prayer and pray for their family. I mean, and how they said that they would feel many times that spiritual connection. So I mean, I just felt good. I mean, I felt like my Holy Spirit was burning. I was happy. I was like, this is, I mean, obviously I don't know what God has for me in the future, but as of right now, I mean, I'm loving it.
Well, that's
Oh my
awesome.
God. I tell my husband, oh my God, he's screaming.
But Mischief, you still there, bud? Or are you still on mute? See if I can coax him out of being on mute.
He's
I'm
Oh,
probably
trying
taking
so
a break.
hard to get this stupid new car to stop stealing my sound and my microphone.
welcome in, my friend. How are you feeling today?
I'm still a little stuffy if you can hear it, but doing all right. I'm driving back right now from the nephew's recital, so he had a little guitar piece in the recital for his grade school.
Oh,
That's
that's
awesome.
nice. Hmm.
But yeah, it's funny that you mentioned, somebody pointing out that you could use it to talk about God because that's how Campfire Talks became what it is. I was talking about originally just doing like a talk show where I just, get to know people on Rumble,
Right.
and
Hmm.
Mischief happened to be in the chat and was just like, or you could use it to talk about God. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Let's do that instead.
Right. I mean,
But
I feel like that's how you can reach out to a lot of people overall. And I don't know. I've just recently got, how can I say? I've never really been. I was raised. I can't. How am I saying? I was raised as a Christian. Okay, since I was
hmm
little, but I never really got into it because of just the surrounding. I guess all the people that was around me. They were just very judgmental.
hmm
Um, and they always use God as something to judge me with, I guess, as well as discipline me with. Tell me that I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. I never really had a good vibe about Christianity and I guess the people that are with it. Um and from that point I ended up straying away, I guess, pushing Christianity away, or just believing in God. I mean, I kind of figured he was around because a lot of the crazy stuff I used to do and how I was still alive. Like I was like, there's no way I couldn't have survived that with something. Like, I mean, I should have died multiple times just being crazy as I was. And then I think then I met Chili, and Chili, he's a very, very he's strong within his faith. And I just thought to myself, like, he was telling me, "Oh yeah, I'm a Christian." I was like, "Oh gosh, here we go again, right?" And I was that's at least what I was thinking, you know. And I was like, And he was like, "Hey, I'm not trying to pressure you. You know, you do what you want to do. I'm not going to judge you." He was probably the first, and so far one of the few that I've met that has held to what he promised me at the beginning of what it is to be a Christian. Like, you know, he
Mhm.
always focused on himself, of him always trying to be a certain way. And when it came to me, he never really pressured me,
Mhm.
you know. He never really he never judged me. So I think that's why I was like, hey, I started really thinking about things. I was like, this I guess, if you know, is that the way it's supposed to be? Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm so used to things being different. Um,
Mhm.
so I think that's why I was very open to it. And then I think when I had my first child, uh, I almost actually died with my first child. And then that was a time where I actually asked God if he can grant me more time, you know, when he was on my chest, literally, because I just gave birth. And I asked him, I said, hey, if you can grant me some more time, I promise you I will devote myself 100% to you. And that's when all of a sudden, you know, I came to, my blood pressure came up, like, then it was like, I mean, I knew that that was the moment that God was waiting for me. Like, he's like, I gotta push this stubborn chick, like, to this point of death. And that's the only way that she's gonna be able to turn to me. And I think that's what it was. From that point on, I mean, I just been 100% locked into God.
That's absolutely amazing. Not the fact that you almost died, but the fact
Yeah, yeah.
that
Well,
God,
you know,
granted that miracle. You know what I mean?
right. I mean, that's the thing with God. He knows what you need in order for you to in order for you to go where you got to go to. And I feel like he knew I'm so stubborn. So like, I mean, he knew that I had to go through that almost near death. Like, I think I didn't know what was going on, to be honest, in that whole situation, because I just gave birth. And all of a sudden I hear my blood pressure, or I hear it dropping because of the noise. It starts
Mhm.
beeping, and then I hear Chili going like, Chili was telling me, "Oh my God." He was like, your blood pressure's so," and I'm like, because I start fainting. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm about to faint. And I hear him saying, stay awake. And then he starts praying, and I'm like, oh my God, what's going on?
Am I
And the
going to
baby is
die?
on, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna die. And then the baby was on my chest. They took the baby off, and then they were just like, I got 10 nurses up in there, and I think Chili said it was like my blood pressure was down to like 40. It was like 40 around there, or he's like 30, 40. And it was like, uh, and he said it kept dropping. And I was like, that's why I was about to pass out. And he's telling me to stay awake. And he was like praying. And I'm like, oh my God. And I was like, I thought, I didn't know what was going through my head. But then I said, okay, it sounds like I'm about to die. That's what I thought. I was like, okay, now it's real. Now I got to start praying for real. So yeah, that's why I was like asking God. And then as soon as I did that, I swear, like, I was asking, I was like, dude, I just I mean, I went through all of this to bring this baby in here, and I'm like, you got to give me some time. I mean, at least let me watch him grow. If you give me that, you're going to have a true follower that's going to make sure that they do everything in order to follow, you know, your footsteps. And that was a turning point.
Sounds like it. First off, CFAM said, "What an amazing testimony." I definitely
Yeah,
agree
thank
with
you.
that. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm so stubborn. And Chili is the same too, but I mean, I I felt like, you know, sometimes you gotta people that are stubborn, he really puts you puts you into those situations where he's like, you got no choice. You're backed up on
yeah,
a wall.
I like to often describe mine as, have you ever watched NCIS?
I think I have. I think I have. Yes.
Okay, so Gibbs and his protege, Denozo, whenever Denozo does something stupid, he always smacks him in the back of the head to get his attention
Yes.
and get him to focus. I was like, that's how God deals with me. He gives me a Denozo slap whenever I'm like going down the wrong way. I just get slapped in the back of the head, and I'm just like, all right, yep, I get it. Yep, changing. got it.
I feel like that is a nicer way to get me to notice things. I usually have to get like ran over a couple times.
There's definitely been some of those moments too. But yeah, God normally puts me in a situation. I'm just like, why am I here? And then it's like, oh
Right.
yeah, I put myself here. Okay, makes sense.
Exactly. Well, I mean, so far I feel like, when I was younger, I used to always think to myself, why things are so hard,
Hmm.
growing up, because I'm one of those go-getter type of people. I don't quit. I used to have nicknames of like being a bulldog because like when I lock in, that's it. I'm done. Um, and like I think I felt like life was so hard just to get what I want, to fight for what I want, and I felt like ever since changed, and put God into my life, and always made sure that He was number one,
Hmm.
things felt so much easier, which was crazy to me, even though they weren't easy, but it felt easy, you know. And I think it had a lot to do with that I actually let go and start leaning more onto Him.
That's an awesome
And
way of putting it.
yeah, and I felt like things just start flying into my lap. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even ask for this, but thank you. I was like, okay. I didn't
Yeah,
realize it was that easy.
it's like getting paid for being on Rumble. I'm just like, I was doing this for free. I had no inclination to ever get paid to do this.
Right, right,
And it's been such a blessing. It's allowed me to bless other people. It's
right.
been amazing. Um,
Absolutely.
but
I I think the biggest thing too here on Rumble is the people, the community.
yep,
Um, Very amazing
Amen.
people on here. Yeah, I love it.
I could do
Extremely
without this one guy
supportive.
called Mischief, but I'm just
I know,
kidding,
right?
Mischief.
It's just always there now. Like, uh, no, I really do love the community. There's really some good people that I've met here. And I felt like it's starting to build like a little family, which feels really nice.
Yeah, that when my community kind of, I didn't do anything to build my community. My community just kind of built themselves around me. There was just one day it was like, it became evident. I was just like, wow, why are all these people watching me like consistently? Like, Kaylin and CFAM. There's a couple other that are very notable. Uh, but, I was just like, why did this happen? And like, I honestly couldn't tell you aside from the fact of God put them in my path.
Absolutely. That's what it is. You know, it's sometimes, I feel that God speaks through you, and depending on the day and time, like you can reach it to certain people while others maybe not be hearing that word, but then later on they do. I mean, there's so many things. Like I tell Chili all the time. Sometimes when I talk to people, he wonders like he's like, "Oh, maybe you shouldn't say that." And I'm like, "Well, you know what? To be honest, like I just roll with my Holy Spirit. If it's telling me I got to say certain things to certain people and reach out to them, who knows? They may need it. And who knows, maybe I may have helped them with something that day.
Yeah, I've
So,
I've had people like reach out and they're like, "You have no idea how much that helped that day," and I was just like,
right, right,
I was just goofing around. Like
right,
like like the other day, I had planned on only doing the Rock of Rumble stream for like 5 hours, and got to chatting with somebody, and they're like, "You have no idea how much I needed this. Just a calm, relaxing, come hang out with people,
right.
place to be, because I have stuff going on outside of Rumble that are concerning. I'll put it that way." And
Hmm.
I was just like, well, uh, I guess I'm going for longer than 5 hours, so I'm just going to continue to just let it roll because
Right.
somebody told me that it was helping, so I'm just going to let it go till I had to leave for work or leave
Right.
work. I'd normally do Rock of Rumble and RumbleCade while I'm at work, so people can come in the chat and hang out with me while I'm at work.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Um, but you never know
And
what is going to actually help somebody.
exactly. And that's the thing too. Like many times
I wasn't going to
people
say it,
sometimes
C fam. I was just going to let it be. She said that was
it was
me,
like, "Are you
Riz.
talking about me?" Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Talking about me. And That's a thing too. Like even sometimes I sit there and I would put my extra time out there, and listen to people because some people just want to be heard. Some people
Hmm.
want to just talk about what's going on and how they're feeling, and I take that extra time and out of my day, even with customers or whoever, even just coworkers or friends, just so that they can like feel that they're heard because there's so much going on in this world and I feel like we're always on the move all the time that we don't sit back and just chill and be like, okay, well, you got something on your mind, let me hear it, what you got? And I would literally just sit there for like, depending how long they feel, maybe an hour, 30 minutes, whatever, just listen to them and even give feedback if they want it.
Hmm. And Caitlin says, Res, listen. Excuse me. Hold on. Sorry, I thought I had to
It's
sneeze.
fine.
But that's one of the worst feelings ever, by the way, when you get a sneeze stuck in your nose.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I feel like I got to, but it won't. Oh, it hurts. But Caitlin said Rez has listened to my story and has been one of the few who haven't changed his opinion on me because of what happened. What? I mean, I'm not going to change my opinion on you. I don't judge you on your past, and I hope I don't get judged on my past. I know that I'm not a perfect
Yeah.
person. So,
Yep.
and honestly, I'm not going to air it out, but what happened to Caitlin was devastating. It was devastating just to hear. Like it broke my heart. Um, it's her story to tell, but
Absolutely.
I still pray for her. I pray for pretty much most of the people, whether I directly name them or not. I pray for like my community. I pray for my friends every chance that I can. And like when people ask for prayer requests, I have a men's group that we go do like a high intensity workout and then do a devotional afterwards. And like I bring up the prayers to them. So it's not just me that are praying for them.
That's awesome. That's
Um,
really good. And I
but
think that's the biggest thing, I think, coming from that angle of not judging. And I feel
mhm,
like that I always tell people, "Hey, I'm not perfect." So whatever
mhm,
you tell me, I have no rights to say anything. Like, I mean, the only person that can judge is God, and I'm nowhere close to him. So I'm gonna just say, like, you could tell me whatever you want, and I will not
mhm,
sit here and judge you. That's my
exactly.
biggest thing.
And Kaylin, I'm glad that you got to watch her graduate last night. That's awesome. Um, I was going to say, oh, you mentioned when you were describing your story of how you got to where you are. Um, it almost sounded like identical to how I got to where I am. Um,
That's cool.
I
That's
was
cool.
I grew up in the church, and then the church that I was a little bit more involved um, than just like going to church, but um, my church blew up into a mega church. Like it almost felt like overnight. Like we went from meeting in a middle school, like a local middle school or elementary school, sorry. For our services, they let us use their auditorium
Right.
to all of a sudden now we bought like a major car dealership, and that's where we were turning our church. We were turning it into the church. And
Right.
we were running two services because we couldn't fit everyone in the massive building that we just bought. I was just like, whoa, okay. And then once it blew up, the attitude of the people coming changed. It went from being like friendly and loving to where it felt like I was getting
Mm,
judged all the time.
right.
And kind of, and this is not coming from the pastors. The pastors were still amazing. It was the actual body of the church
People.
that I had
Hmm.
an issue with. And then I went to college, and you know how college goes. So
Right.
kind of
Right.
fell out of the church, and I always say that God has a sense of humor. I met my pastor while we were doing. I had just started up a coffee company, and we were doing a um, event at the Renaissance Festival, and I was dressed up as what I was supposed to look like a Dark Knight, but I ended up looking like an executioner. So people just called me the executioner. And
Okay.
my pastor, who loves coffee, came over, tried our coffee, and sparked up a conversation and invited me to church. And then he kept on showing up uh, when we would do our markets and stuff, and kept on inviting me to church. So I eventually got back into church, and that's when um, I remember specifically I had a dream where I was getting rebaptized, and it was like such a vivid dream that I woke up and remembered every detail, and I was like, "Oh, this is it." And then I prayed about it and asked God for confirmation, and I ended up having a dream where I could literally see my eyes being on fire for the Lord. Like I could see the fire in my eyes that
Wow.
night. And I was just like, "Yep, okay, don't ever let that fade."
Wow.
So
That's a great dream though. I mean, in that sense, like,
yeah, it was trippy in the best way.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I get what you were saying, like, Holy Spirit and all that, but at the same time, it's kind of like if you understand the meaning behind it, I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I remember when I went to go get baptized, the air was completely still up until the point that we got in the river and we were about to get baptized, and all of a sudden what felt like a freight train of wind just started blowing, and the sun got really, like, it had been overcast, and as soon as we got baptized it got really bright, and I was just like, this is like one of the most craziest things I've ever been a part of. What is going on?
Right.
But
Man, that sounds awesome.
Kaylin says, one day I will come on your stream and share my story live. There are others on here who've gone through what I have gone through and don't know where to go to find support and love. Yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to come on. Just let me know when you would want to. You're more than welcome to come share your story with us, my friend. But yeah, so long story short, I was sitting back listening to how you got to where you are now made me realize it's like, oh, okay, no wonder we identify with each other as friends so well.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Like, I think through my past, uh, I've had a lot of the typical, I don't know if it's an American thing, but a family, a family divorces. I have a lot of
Mhm.
divorce in my family, a ton of them. I think everybody in my family's divorced except me and my brother. But
Well,
everybody
way to
else,
break
all
the
my
cycle.
cousins. Yes, and that was my biggest thing. And this was before I even got close to God. I've always told myself I've never want to bring a child into a broken family. Um,
Hmm.
so I've made it a big thing, even getting married. I was like, I will not get married and I will not have a child outside of marriage. And a broken, like, me and my if me and my husband cannot get along, there's no way I'm gonna have a child. Um, so, like, before I met Chili, I was like, at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be a nun because guys suck. I'm like, I don't want these guys are horrible, And I was living in California too, and I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with these? They're not even guys. I don't even know what these are. So, I mean,
Androgynous beings.
yeah, they were just I don't and then plus they the way I don't know if you know a lot about Californians, but the men are so well, women too are so consumed within their looks that they actually look better than women sometimes. Their upkeep is like they even do pedicure, manicure, like they go all out. Um
Yeah, no thanks, I'm good.
and right. So, I mean, uh and I would say that at that point I was like, I think it was in my early 30s, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not, at this point, the way the dating scene is and the way the guys are, I'm like, I'm just gonna be a nun. Screw it. I'm not gonna get married. No kids. I'm good. And of course, that's when Chili pops up, right? And I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
And then it was instant. Like we just kind of we start hanging out. I mean, pretty much from the time we met, like on the phone, we were just it was locked in, and that was it. It was done from that point.
You're like, yep, that's the one.
Yeah, that was it. Uh
Hey, when you
and then
know, you
after
know.
that, yeah, but that's the thing. I just gave up, and I'm not a person who gives up, right? I'm like a
Mhm.
fighter to the end, but I was like when it comes to this, I was very firm. I'm not getting married and not having a child out of wedlock. Or having a child within like a bad husband.
Mhm.
So yeah, and then when that happened, I finally gave up. That's when he popped up, and I was like, wow. And I was like, but yet, I'm like paranoid. I don't say paranoid. I'm very, it takes time for me to trust, you know.
Mhm.
So it took like 4 years before we actually married, and then started to have kids.
Yeah. Caitlin said all the good
Jesus
guys are
Christ.
either taken or gay. There are no
That's what
good
I am
single Christian
saying.
guys to be found.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. And I mean, I felt some of the guys I was dating, I thought they could have been gay because you know what? They took care of themselves way too good. Like there was their upkeep was crazy. It was like more than a woman.
Yeah, I was
Um
about to say I'm the type of guy. If I got a what is it for the hands, manicure or
mhm.
pedicure?
Manicure for the hands and then
Okay.
pedicure for the feet.
If I got a manicure, it would be absolutely destroyed in like an hour. As soon as I got back onto the farm, it would be done.
Yeah, well yours is a little different. You're a little different.
I was about to say, even when I was younger, like I was always outgoing and like out in the wilderness doing like crazy stuff. So, uh, yeah,
Yeah.
like I grew
People
up in
from
the Jackass
California.
generation. So, we were
Well,
always up to something.
right. Yeah, no. I feel like Californians are really bougie. Like how they do their things. It's just like, oh no, not getting dirty. I'm like that time, like you said, I was raised in that time when you just roll around in dirt. I mean, if there was poop on the floor, okay, I'm all up in that. Like I don't know. I was raised outside and I couldn't get home until like the sun went down,
Yeah.
you
Your
know?
parents would throw you outside and be like, all right, come back when
Yep,
the sun goes down. Get back
yep.
here. That'll be dinner time. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I
And
feel
I
like you're
wonder
talking
like,
about South Californians.
well, I'm actually, I'm actually, yes, from the LA. So yeah,
Yeah.
Ooh,
bottom area.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
very not
Like I
northern,
like
north.
the people by the redwoods and by Yosemite are very kind and very down to earth, and the men seem like men in that area. So but
Kiki, are you
that's the
lurking
only
around
time I
here
ever go
somewhere?
visit
I
there.
saw the repost. This might actually be one of the first times that Kiki can catch a stream. Sorry, I just saw that
Well,
Games Master reposted.
oh, well, that's
Just
the
sneaking
thing.
in there.
The ones that are like, well, that you're talking about Yosemite. That's more like woodsy area. I mean, you're
Yeah.
talking about, yeah, the more city people like from LA. That, yeah, no. You're never gonna see them like I don't think they even go. I think they barely go hiking. That's like the most that wilderness that they get into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We fly into San Fran or Sacramento if we go out there, and then we just get around the car and get out of the city as fast as we can.
Yeah. Well, that's smart.
yeah.
That's smart.
San Francisco is not what I
Mm-mm,
thought it was. I'll
mm-mm.
get into that here in a second.
Yeah, San
But
It's cool to see
Francisco
the
has
bridge
changed.
and the prison and stuff like that. I enjoyed seeing that part of it and the Sailors Memorial and stuff.
Right. But like, if you were to get all up in there in the actual city itself, you would see very, very interesting stuff.
yeah,
You know.
so my parents gave me the option to either go on my senior trip of high school with all my friends or go with them to San Francisco, Bakersfield, and then a week in
Okay.
Vegas.
Yep.
And I was like, well, of course I'm going to go with my parents because I don't got to pay for anything.
Right.
But yeah, we
Smart
flew into
man.
San Francisco. I was thinking California, warm. All I had was shorts and t-shirts. We got into
Yeah.
San Francisco and it was like 50 degrees and windy.
Oh wow.
I was like, "Oh, this
What
is
part of the
awful."
year?
What? It was summer. It
Well,
was
that's
when I
probably because
Okay.
it's San
graduated.
Francisco. San Francisco is a little bit more windier and a
Yeah,
little more breezier.
I had to go by. You know how they have all those side street vendors that have like knockoffs. So like I bought a Monster hoodie, like the energy drink logo, and a pair of sweatpants, so I could at least stay warm while being in San Francisco.
Right.
I can
I'm
picture your
by the
monster
beach in
gear.
California. We are sandy all the time. That's awesome. Um, but yeah, I grew up in the hills of West Virginia, so I'm a country boy through and through, whether I like it or not.
Yeah, I
I fell
mean,
in love with Central and North. I fell in love with Yosemite and the surrounding area, and I am absolutely smitten with the redwoods. Like I love
mhm.
that northernmost point of the state. I don't know. There's God spent a little extra time out there. That's all I know.
Yeah, the man's
Yeah.
trying to ruin it.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, unfortunately, the South area is not the best. But
well,
that's where
did
I'm from.
roads grow 4 times the size in the past couple years?
Right. What'd you say?
No,
Hollywood's
yeah.
all nasty? She said, or he said Hollywood. It is. Oh my God. Oh, Skid Road. That's so funny. So
Oh,
originally, like I lived all over in LA, San
Mhm.
Bernardino, where else? Long Beach. I did a lot. I actually, for a big part of my life too, I was in Redondo, Hermosa Beach. Like I've been in a lot of beach areas too, but I stay away from Hollywood because it is true. Hollywood is all nasty. It's gross. Like not just the people, but just how they upkeep because the population, there's a lot of homeless people there and they've just destroyed that area. Like it's so nasty over there right now. Um, but I've also lived and I've been blessed. Like I've actually lived in Europe for about for 13 years. I lived in Sweden. So
Oh,
with
that's
that, I
awesome.
was able to.
oh, that's on my list.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to say it's
Sweden is
definitely on my
nice.
list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Switzerland's top of
So
my list for over there, though. Switzerland.
Switzerland.
That's where I want
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I was there, I was fortunate to actually be able to travel. So I've traveled a lot of different places around in that area. Um, so I've been blessed. Like I would say that I would have been a lot more narrow-minded if I and a little more ignorant if I was just in California most of my life. But I've been very glad, even though I didn't enjoy it so much when I was a young, because I was there when I was a teenager until I was in my late 20s.
Mhm.
So I felt like it wasn't a whole lot to do out there in Sweden.
Really? Hmm.
Yeah, because like, yeah, really, yeah, really.
It kind of caught me off
Yeah.
guard. I thought you were going to say, yeah, it was awesome to go travel all these places.
Well, no, I'm talking about Sweden itself. Like I felt like
Oh, okay.
it's beautiful and all, but it was just nothing really to do. And I'm those type of people that just love to have fun and go do random things. And Sweden itself is so freaking cold almost all year round that either I'm drinking, because that's all you can really do is drink, party, work. It's
Yeah,
like
I'd be in
college.
trouble.
Like college.
Sounds like Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's probably yeah. Drink, party, and work. That's it.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was about to
doing
say
that.
the college I went to when I was there was either 3 out of the 4 years it was the number one party school as voted on by the general public, and if not number one, it was number two. So you can
Wow.
imagine what went on when we were there. Like
Wow.
it was so point or so bad to a point where they marketed it as they would have like T-shirts and everything. It says where couches are burned and greatness is learned.
Oh my God.
Because when we would win like a big game or whatever, we would go burn couches for fun.
Just for fun.
No reason behind it. Hey, just
Well, I
don't
mean,
know.
there was a reason we won the game, but
That's not a reason. That's just an excuse for doing
well,
it.
yes, that is an excuse. But essentially, we would go. Everyone would go find somewhere, go burn a couch, and drink around the burning couch.
Wow. I don't know how a burning couch would be fun, but
It's
okay.
a bon. It's an instant bonfire that you don't have to keep on throwing wood on.
Oh,
You guys sound like
okay.
Eagles fans. You guys do weird
That's
stuff for
great.
no reason.
Yeah. Plus, you got to think we're in the mountains, out in the middle of nowhere. There's like literally just a city in the middle of nowhere, so there's not much to do besides go in the woods. And obviously, you can't light bonfires out in the woods like that.
See, I think that to me was kind of crazy. Like, I would say this. I mean, Sweden, I was in the third largest city. To me, it was freaking small, okay? It's called Malmö. It's at the bottom of Sweden. Right
Mhm.
across, it's really close to Denmark. So I would go and party at Denmark a lot. But right there at the bottom, it was literally, I felt like if I can walk down the street and see that same freaking person and know this person I'm walking down the street, I'm like, this is so small. It's too small. And I think that was the biggest thing for me, was like things were just too small. Everybody knew their business. Everybody knew everyone's business. And I'm like, the nosiness, knowing, I guess I just never really liked it. I'm from a big city, so that was kind of weird to me. And
Yeah, see, I
I
live
ended
out
up
in the
getting used
country,
to it.
so I have the opposite of that. Is people don't know me because I stay to myself.
Really? So they didn't, but they knew your family, right?
No, I live away from where my family grew up.
Oh, interesting. Well, that's the thing, yeah. Because I felt like when I was living in Sweden, everybody knew everybody, and it was just such a small town. There was only like the high schools. There were like 3 high schools, and I thought that was weird, like in the area.
Yeah,
I
see,
don't
I
know.
grew up in like a blowing up suburb. We had 4 high schools just in my county, so
Wow.
and like I went to the second largest high school, and like my graduating class was like 200 people, and we had like 1,000 some kids in the entire school.
Okay.
It's funny to hear all the different perspectives because I grew up in suburbia and
Yep.
quiet, cozy, but I was half an hour from Milwaukee, about 18 to 20 minutes from the edge of it, which is where the small Lutheran school I went was. But I tell you what, I grew up knowing city and knowing suburbs,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, there's too many people. I Jones for small town living after living in Idaho for 5 years. It's just like being back here. My heart aches for that small town feel now. I just want to get back to it so bad. I can still go into a small, what they call cities, I call towns, honestly. Especially being so close to Milwaukee and Chicago, right? But
Hmm.
Chicago.
the
I know he
cities
has that
now,
accent.
the
Chicago.
cities now feel overstimulating coming back to it. Like I hate highways. I hate the highways out here. I hate driving around people. Like it's a test, honestly, of me letting my Christian light shine driving here. And so I'm jonesing for the countryside, but that's how I am. And I understand it takes all types to make this world go around.
Right. Well, we ended up moving from California about 4 years ago. We went to more of a Christian, like a red state, more of like a Christian state. And I
Mm-hmm.
would
Yeah.
say that it's refreshing. Like I've never seen so much freaking trees in my life besides in Sweden. I'm like, I'm getting constantly attacked by bugs that I've never seen in my life. Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you guys have this, but like, do you guys have like these water cockroaches?
Mm-hmm. What
Oh
bugs?
my, oh my, I've never seen anything that humongous like that in my life. It freaked me out the first time I saw it. I
I don't
almost
think they'll
passed
survive in
out.
Wisconsin. I don't think we have those. Idaho
Oh,
didn't have it because the streams are too cold, so most nasty bugs don't live in them because the streams are ice mountain cold.
oh. They call
Yeah.
it water bugs, but they look like ginormous cockroaches. I don't know, they're
Mm-hmm.
ginormous cockroaches. That's what it is. And
Yeah.
I
I
freaked
don't
out.
got those.
It literally it was like welcome, like that's what it said. Welcome to where you are now. And I'm like, oh my god, what is this? And I freaked out. I didn't know what to do, and Chili wasn't there to the rescue. So now I'm beating it with a swatter, and I didn't even realize how much guts it has.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh, it was horrible.
Just suck them up with a
Yeah.
wet dry vac. That'll get them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I freaked out. I've never seen anything that big in my life.
Yeah.
Like I'm good.
I recently found a new bug where I live. I didn't know that we had them, called cicada killers. Have you ever seen those?
Oh, I seen cicadas.
No,
There's
cicada
a cicada
killers.
killer.
I don't know what that is.
It looks like a gigantic wasp.
Oh no, I'm good.
Yeah,
Don't like those.
I didn't know
Don't like
what
it
it
already.
was, and I tried to because
Mm-mm.
it doesn't look like it has a stinger because it. Okay, so you know how a wasp, it has like the body, and then it like sucks in, and then there's a stinger after that suck
Yep.
in.
Yep.
It looked like a solid like line. So I went to swat it, and it stung me in my finger. My entire hand swelled up. I was like,
Oh my god.
and then I later found the carcass. I was like, oh, what is that? And I Googled it, and it was like, oh, it's a cicada killer. Cool. No wonder it hurts.
You got an Android, right?
What's that?
You got an Android, right?
Mm-hmm.
Use that Google Lens, man. Get it on your phone. It's so worth it for identifying stuff. And then
What
the
is
other
it?
thing I can highly Google Lens.
Googling.
So you can
Okay.
you can just take pictures of stuff and it'll search the interweb for it. Otherwise, pardon me. Another thing that you can get is this. I think it's called Seek. Give me 2 seconds here. I'll pull it up on my phone to make sure that that's what it's called. SEEK. Yeah. So Seek. It looks like a leaf with an arrow. So any plant,
Yeah, I've used
any
Seek
bug,
before.
any critter. Oh, it's so amazing for identifying things. Like I
Mhm.
highly recommend it if you're outdoorsy and love that kind of nerdy stuff like I do. I recommend
Uh-huh.
it. And you get points for identifying stuff, so it's a kind of a game in a way too.
I don't know. I'm good with bugs, man. I freak out with them.
What
I
about
don't
We use it
know.
for
snakes?
leaves and trees and animals too.
Oh, seriously? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all I know is like in my area over here, we got tons of squirrels. And it was so funny, like Chili was telling me that, the ones in California, the squirrels are like freakishly huge. They're so
Mhm.
chunky.
Really?
Yeah, they're
You got
so
some fat
chunky.
squirrels.
Like, yeah, some fat squirrels because that's what they eat is like the garbage. So I'm assuming they're
Yeah.
ginormous. And so when Chili, he would always tell me that's the normal squirrel, and I'm like, that is not a normal squirrel. That is like a freaking opossum or something. You know what I mean? And so when we came out here and we noticed like the squirrels were more fit, they were lean
Working
and
out.
yeah, they were working
Unless
out,
they're in
going
an old lady's backyard where they're eating well from their bird feeder, then they're
right.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's different. Yeah, but these are like they're healthy. Like these squirrels, even though I thought they were babies, but those were like adults and they were really fit. I'm like, dang, these squirrels are next level.
So let me ask you this: since you moved from the country, have you heard of fox at night yet?
No, have I heard a fox?
Yep. It sounds like a
Do they
woman screaming.
I've heard things like that. I just didn't know what it was.
Not as
Yeah.
creepy as a bobcat scream. That sounds like a
Oh
woman,
yeah.
like a woman demon screaming. Like it's
Yep.
freaky.
We've had bobcats out here too.
I'd piss my pants. I promise you.
Do you
Dude,
guys
they're okay.
hunt?
I
Uh,
want to.
I was about to say I want to. My dad was a fisherman growing up, so I know how to fish.
Okay.
He was
Okay.
not much of a hunter, so it's one of the things I plan on doing. What about you? Do you hunt?
No, I mean, in California you couldn't have any like guns, so when we moved, we were able to get strapped up, so I've just been shooting at the range.
I was about to say I literally have like 3 guns within an arm's reach at the moment.
Yeah, us too. We have about two in our area right now. But I would say that that's just probably the furthest I've gone. I think Chili wanted to what is it called? He wanted to hunt, but I just
Mhm.
don't have the life in me to, I don't know. Probably if it was like an apocalypse, okay, I'd probably go all crazy. I'll go Rambo style, right? But at
Like a
this
bulldog.
point, yeah, exactly. Exactly. But at this point, I'm like, okay, I don't have to go out there and, fend for my food, so I think I'm good. I don't
uh,
think I could kill Bambi. I don't think I could do it.
Kaylin says ran over a squirrel and ended up alive in my Hornwell. Hornwell? I
I have
named
no
him
idea.
Jimmy. He was in the middle of my ride, but everything turned out all right.
Are you serious? That's crazy.
And then
He named it
CFAM
Jimmy.
said yes, the beach squirrels are huge. The squirrels in the suburbs are small.
Yes, that's what I am saying. They were like swole, like big chunk butts, and Chili said, "Oh, that's a normal squirrel." I'm like, I've never seen a squirrel that ginormous that could barely climb a tree. You know, you
Actually, you
hear
know what?
them.
I have been hunting. I've went hunting for snipes.
Unbelievable.
Shut up, Mischief. Would you want to go snipe hunting, Mochi?
Snipe hunting,
Snipe.
snipe with a sniper.
No. You're hunting for snipes.
Something for snipes.
Oh heck no,
Why
no.
not?
Oh my God. If I can't even handle a bug, how am I gonna? There was a snake that actually passed through my the patio. I just saw like it was a few days ago. A huge snake. That thing had to have been probably like 5 feet. It was
Okay, I
so
think you
big.
misunderstood what I said.
Oh, I thought you said snake.
No, snipe. SNIPE.
I don't know what that is.
Bishop, you want to tell her what snipe hunting is?
Have you ever watched the movie Up?
No.
What? That seems like
Well,
right
it's a
up
You
your
talk,
good
you're
wheelhouse.
talking about the
it's
balloon,
it's a good
right?
Disney. Yeah, it's a good Disney movie, but he tells the kid to help him out with something, and he goes, "Oh, go look for this snipe." Basically, you're sending him on a wild goose hunt. There's no snipe, so
Mhm.
you're not gonna
Uh,
find one.
gotcha. Yeah, no, I never seen.
There you go.
I don't know if you guys know about Disney, but actually we banned Disney
I don't blame
in our
you,
Attaboy.
family.
especially
I dig it.
nowadays
I
Disney.
support it.
Yeah. So our
Uh,
kids and all of that, we don't watch any Disney.
but yeah, essentially a snipe is where a adult takes a bunch of kids out into the woods, and you'll have somebody else like hiding in the woods that'll make like random noises with like the leaves moving and stuff like that to make them think that there's snipes around.
Okay.
And it's more or less just to mess with the children and keep them preoccupied for a little while.
Gotcha. No, I've never. I mean, I
That's
haven't
why when
watched Up,
Mischief
and I've
started
never
laughing,
heard
I
of that.
said, "Shut up, Mischief."
Yeah, I've never heard of that before. That's something new for me.
Um, it took 5 guys at the oil change to get him out. Apparently, Jimmy was living well in the
That's
vehicle,
that's so crazy.
but
I've never heard of that. Caitlin, right?
Kaylin.
Yeah.
But
It took 5 guys. Let's just get them out. That's so funny.
yeah, the dude, squirrels are tricky. When they get in somewhere and they don't want to leave, it is hard to get them out.
As a carpenter, I absolutely
Mm.
hate squirrels.
I don't blame you.
Kill on sight.
Oh my God. What kind of carpentry do you do?
Oh, I mean, I've done it all. I did home remodeling for a decade plus, and then my dad was a cider. So I've
Okay.
done rough framing, I've done finished carpentry, I've done anywhere between the drywall, the tile, the painting. I've done the finish end plumbing. I've done 3 years of electrical as an
Okay.
electrician in training, I guess technically. Don't have like the master where I can pull permits and stuff, but there's nothing in a home that I'm afraid of touching for the most part, you know. And
That's
anything that
pretty
I
awesome.
need to know, I can look up from the base knowledge from the amazing men who've taught me stuff.
Hey man, that's awesome. That's a wonderful trade. I personally have gotten into it for the past I think 7 years now.
What kind of stuff
But
you done?
I mean, I hate getting, I don't want to get my hands all because that's a lot of hard work. And I actually I got certified in, what was it, flooring?
Mhm.
So I got as an installer, and I did that. I did a
Okay.
training. Yeah, I was doing training for because I wanted to know. I'm a designer, interior designer, but I needed to know the ins and outs of how to build a home. So then I
Yeah.
decided to, why not? I have an opportunity. So I took a certification in it, and it was like, I think it was about 2 months long, and it was one of the most hardest freaking jobs.
I was about to say
Hated
I
it
hate
so
installing
much.
flooring.
I hate it.
It takes getting used to any task. You have to like build it up and get the muscle memory because it is painful. I mean,
It's
even being
painful.
somebody who's done it to switching to a different like subset of the trade, it
Mhm.
feels like there's something wrong with you when you first start something new. It really does
Well, I
feel
mean,
that
there
way,
is something wrong with you, Mischief, but not in that
but
regard.
not in that area. Yeah.
No, I'm
I'm just
saying that
teasing.
I've never in my life felt so much pain in my body. It was like my knees were like, they hurt so bad, and every inch, I didn't even know had certain muscles in between the bones. Like it was hurting so bad, and everybody around me who was taking the course too, they were telling me like, dude, they literally bathed in Bengay. It hurt. Like it hurts. And I said, no, that is why I do not do this for a living. And I praise everybody who does because they need to quit too. This is ridiculous.
CFM says my late husband worked in granite and marble. He was a fabricator and installer. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like
Um,
those.
but yeah, we remodeled. We have a rental property that's right beside of us, and we started off. We were just going to do like the upstairs bedroom, and then paint, and then fix up the kitchen, and the downstairs living room is the only room that we didn't touch by the end of it, and we added like a whole new bathroom upstairs. So YouTube became my best friend of learning how to do things. The one thing I hate doing is electrical work. I absolutely hate
Mm.
electrical work.
You
I
let me know when I
understand
gotta
how it
fly out and
works.
help you out.
Yeah, I understand how it works. Like I wired my entire streaming room, but I understand how it works. I just hate doing it. Um, uh, so Kaylin asked what type of designer. Oh, okay, you're on top of it. But
Yeah. Yeah. So but overall, that's a really great trade. I mean, personally, I give so much props to the people that does the actual labor,
mhm,
because it is rough. I mean, I used to be a project manager, business manager, as well as interior designer but all within construction. So my biggest thing is I wanted to really learn the ins and outs. So I studied a lot on all of it, and not probably as good as you, Mischief, but I mean, yeah, I give total props to all that because it's crazy work.
It's all about just day by day, right? Trying to get a little bit better. I mean, it's every piece of the pie has its own things that are difficult. But I I encourage anybody who's afraid but wants to learn how to do this stuff to just do it, because you know what? It's like everything. I mean, look at my streams. The first ones are going to be awful, but you're going to watch your progression. And I mean, without struggle, I mean, it's not like worth doing anything, because the struggle's what makes the work feel, I don't know, rewarding, and you feel good about it, you know?
yeah, I'm
Exactly.
the I'm the person that most people in those fields hate. I'm an engineer, so I design the stuff that
Oh
they yell at
God.
me for doing.
You know what's funny? I love people always hate working with an engineer, okay? Especially when you're doing interior designing,
Mhm.
because you guys are so to the T on everything, right? But I actually like working with engineers because the way I function is also by numbers and having everything exact and detailed. So it works out fine, but I do get it. Oh my gosh, the brain works so different.
Yeah, most people. I get calls. It's whenever I'm getting a call from the field, it's never a good thing. I'll put it that way. It's like, oh
Right.
no, don't call me. I don't want to talk about this. Um, but I did want to talk about gaming. What got you into gaming, or have you always been a gamer?
I've always been a gamer since I was young, but I think that because of how life was when I was a little kid, I was kind of forced to just be an adult at a young age. So, um, I haven't been living with any, I guess, parents or family for like since I was 14. I left.
Hmm.
So ever since then, I've been kind of raising myself and working, paying my bills. And so when I actually got a chance, when I was living pretty well off, I think I was about maybe around 18. That's when I really was able to um, play games. And I started off on computers, actually, which is funny. I was been blessed to have enough money to have a computer. Because back when I was younger, man, I'm an 81 baby. So for me to be able to have a computer at 18 is like, that means you're rich.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Also, never would have guessed that you were in the '80s. I thought you were around our
Yeah.
age.
Now, yeah. Well, okay. I'm a very like, yeah. A lot of people think that I'm like in my 30s, but yeah. I always have a lot of fun.
AC says
I'm a
Mochi
fun
is my
person.
1981 sister.
Yes, yes. uh,
And appreciate that, Kaylin. She says you can tell which one I designed because they don't collapse. I appreciate
that's
that.
funny. Yeah, no. So I mean, I started off on Counter-Strike actually. That was my first game.
The OG.
Yeah, the original. And then I did some Half-Life, Call of Duty. I mean, all from the originals. StarCraft, Diablo, and then
Oh my goodness, StarCraft. I forgot about that.
I love StarCraft.
yeah, I used to play it a lot. I actually was forced. To be honest, I was forced because we would do a lot of LAN games, like a bunch of people. Like
Ooh, the
we
old
would
LAN
have,
parties.
yes, we would have so many, and hook up a ton of computers together, and we would just battle it out. And my cousin, he was like my rival when it came to gaming because we were actually rivals in everything, like bowling, gaming, anything, dance. Like, dude, yeah, it was crazy. So, StarCraft, he forced me to kind of play it, and I actually got really good, like really good. And but Counter-Strike, I got to a point where I was so good that they wanted to do like competitions, you know, like
Mhm.
Europe in Europe, you know, because I was in Sweden at that time. So they wanted to do like straight up big. I think it wasn't that much money at that time. It was like $2,000 at that time
Mhm.
for the winners. But yeah, we actually went and as teams and we were battling each other out. I think I came in like second or third place.
That's
It was a
awesome.
big event. Yeah, it was good.
Sorry, my dogs are losing their mind outside, and I was trying to see if I could hear anything.
No, you're good. I got my husband in the back and the kids screaming.
It's actually been pretty good so far, aside from in the beginning when Chili was screaming. That was the only time that I could hear anything.
When or when we both play, we usually scream a lot. We scream a lot when we play.
But I was about to say, I probably got to get in touch with Chili. It sounds like I need to get him on here too. Um,
Oh my God, someone is chewing on some
I
chips.
missed you.
No,
Amuse
I'm
yourself.
trying to open up a bag. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like run around and scramble and get that 7 days stream going, and I can't get back into. I realize I haven't eaten today at all, and then I'm like trying to figure out why I can't get into a studio for a stream that I had scheduled while I was streaming the other stream. I hit go live and then I scheduled a stream, and I can't figure out where in Rumble Studio you can pick up the studio part of it because it's running differently than the normal. I don't know if I'm just bypassing it or what the heck's going on. So I'm confused by it. I did something, but my stream is up in the stream starting soon phase. So I'm not computer literate. I can build homes. I'm good at that.
You're good at that.
Just
But
refresh.
I'll mute
That's
my mic.
normally
If
my
you're
go-to.
not listening to this, if you're not listening to this, I'll mute myself for a second here.
Appreciate it.
Yay.
But yeah, I'm trying to remember what my original games were. Like I know that me and my dad played a lot of like sports games. Like so the original PlayStation that we had was his. And I would play like MLB and stuff like that with him back in the day. I don't even think it was called MLB, it was something. But but the games that like impacted me the most when I was a kid were like obviously Call of Duty. And Resident Evil was like one of my favorite game franchises
Oh
of all
yeah,
time.
it was so good. Yes.
Like Resident Evil 4 is like my
Mhm.
go-to game to just go play, have fun. And when they remastered it and it was pretty
Mhm.
identical, just updated graphics, I was like,
Yep.
yes. But
It,
AC, I appreciate that, my friend. He says it's good to see you over here. Res and Mischief are good people. I don't know about that, but I appreciate the compliment.
What do you think my
Yeah.
first games were?
StarCraft.
Well, that was one of the original games when I actually had a computer, a crappy little one, but because I wanted to play with my cousin. But I started first with like original Mario and Duck Hunter.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
was the first stuff that I had, and then it was either watching because my parents would never buy us systems. We lived simple, but I'd go over and get a turn playing the Final Fantasies with my cousin. So I loved the Final Fantasy series growing up.
Sorry,
Oh
couldn't
man,
mute myself in time.
that's Chili's favorite,
Mhm.
Final Fantasy.
Oh, we loved the storylines and stuff like that. I don't care for it as much when they change it to like that more of a World of Warcraft type feel. That's
Mm.
not as much my style because I like the turn based and stuff like that. So
Mm.
I got into like tactics on the Game Boy Advance, and like Fire Emblem and stuff like that too. I like that the grid turn based playing, and I really enjoyed that growing up. And then I slowly got into everything else. But I'm a storyline gamer. I found that one out.
Yeah.
I like
You know,
stories.
that's good. That's awesome. I mean, for me, I'm like, I go in and I destroy and then I leave. That's the type of game I like.
I dig it.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
like
a kid.
Chili's
I'm
like,
a kid.
well, like Chili's like, hey, you gotta listen. Did you even know what they just said? I said, I don't care. I was like, I really don't care. I just want to go in there and just take them out. That's the mission. Kill them
Yeah,
and then leave.
search and destroy. That's all I want.
Exactly. I think that's
StarCraft
what.
probably made you quick. Like
Yeah.
the building and outbuilding people. Holy crap! There was so much stress involved in that game as a kid trying to outbuild somebody.
Yeah, you gotta be fast, man. That's why I was telling you, my cousin, he was so fast. And so like me and him, we were just like battling on just throwing out massive builds, sending out one out there to go to the other side and destroy them, like slowly chip away at their workers, you know?
Yep.
So it was just who could push the fastest button and build as quick as possible. God, it was
Well,
stressful.
your build order made a huge difference. You know, whether to go with military or to go with resources, and kind of knowing your opponent. You know, and
Yep. Yep.
it was crazy. And then the mini games like cat and mouse and stuff like that on it was developer, like people that were just smart with coding would make their own games based off the base game for like StarCraft 2 and stuff. Man, people are amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think like I kind of the reason why I kind of steered away from StarCraft, even though I do like it being like a strategy game, but at the same time, I think I was like, I didn't like that I had to like I was building and then it just got destroyed. I know it's the point of the game, right? But I just felt like I put so much love into my base and then someone comes in and destroys it. You know, just like oh my god.
And you're
All that for
restarting every
naught.
game.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
match you restart. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was like, and I think I got stressed out because my cousin was stressing me out too much. He's like attacking me in different areas and just
Yep.
dropping like those, what are they called? Those warlords, you know, the ones that
Hmm.
that just drops all these like freaking little minions
Mobs,
everywhere, and I'm
yeah.
like,
I think so. He
yeah,
was Zerg, I'm guessing. Is that
yeah,
what he
the
was? He was
Zerg, yes, and I'm like,
I
oh
hated the
my
Zerg.
god, yeah, and he would just drop like 5 of those warlord thingies across my map, and I would always be like, I would be the Marines, and
You're Terran? I love the
yeah, I love
Protoss for some
Terran.
reason.
Protosses are cool, you know, they could be pretty
Yeah.
strong. But I was been Terran, and I was like, this dude, after he would just come in with massive, and I was like, oh, and because you could build so fast.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Did you guys
so
get into AoE as well? Were you guys Age of Empire people?
I was
no,
more
I'm
Civ.
no.
More Civilization.
Yeah.
Those were fun too. I love playing those games, and basically they played just like StarCraft. You know, you build up your different armies and different gatherers and soldiers and builders and stuff like that, and you gather the different resources. You know, so it was just like civilizations. Of the times versus futuristic.
Right. Question: have you guys ever played Contra?
I have not
On the
actually.
original Nintendo.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, yes, we used to play that all the time with my cousins and my neighbor. It's
I
just a
loved it.
whole totally different shooting platform.
It-
2D. Oh
yeah, it was
man.
crazy. It was. I played it recently with Chili, and he did it like a cheat code, so we had like 100 lives, right?
Oh
And
man.
yeah,
You
and
cheaters.
so yeah, he did. Yeah, because you can't beat that now. These days, come on now, you can't beat it. And
It's
so
hard.
it's
It's
hard.
hard to go backwards in
It
gaming
is.
because we tried playing all the retro shooters. You ever tried
Mhm.
playing Perfect Dark on N64 after
Mhm.
playing 2 joystick shooters? We were getting
Can't.
killed by the easy sims. We couldn't kill the easy sims. We forgot how to play.
I got a funny story about that actually.
I feel
With
like it messes with up your whole I don't know movement. Like when I played Contra
Yeah.
recently, and I was like, "What am I doing? Am I jumping? What is this movement here? I don't understand it." And then I'm like, "Am I going up or down? What's happening?" And then Chili was like, "Come on now, you don't know if you're going up." Like, cause he's really good at games. Like he's like and
Yeah.
one of all like one of the best like gamers all around that I've met. And he's like, and he would just be like, oh my god, he's like, you keep dying for something so simple flying at you. I'm like, bro, I don't know if it's going up or down. What is this? And then next thing you know, I ended up stealing all his lives basically. Dude, I used all my 100 lives. I stole probably like 30 or 40 of his lives, and we beat the game.
I'm all about it. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
So-
literally, I stole all his lives. I'm like, dang, I feel bad.
You all sparked a memory of I tried to go I missed Resident Evil 1 and 2 and I picked it up with I think I missed 3 and I think the first one I ever played was 4. And I remember going back to play it. We were on winter break when I was in high school and trying to navigate the fixed camera walking system, like the tank
Mhm.
drive system. I think I couldn't get off the first screen that you're on. I think it took me like an hour to get off of that screen. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's so funny.
Yeah, my friend was just sitting there making fun of me the entire time, so it made it even worse.
Dang. You know,
And
one thing I can get a understanding is the actual the what is it? The newer controllers with the analogs. I can't for the life of me I can't get it. I can't
really,
figure it
Oh,
out. I can't because the head goes one way, the body another way, and then like I think the one game I was playing, when Chili was like, Judy, I was like, Chili was like, hey, you need to freaking try to use it. And I'm like, why? I can't. And he was like, here, try Far Cry. And I'm
I
like,
love Far Cry.
yes, and I love Far Cry, right? But we had it. He's like, you gotta. I think it was on PlayStation. We're playing it, and then he goes, you gotta try it. And I'm like, and dude, I was running in the intro area in a dang freaking circle. I was going in loops in a circle, and I was like, there's a bear. There's multiple bears attacking me. What's going on? And he's like, it's one bear, and I'm like, what am I doing? And he's like, you're running in a freaking circle. And I was like, "Oh, I think for 30 minutes I did that, and I was like, I can't do it. I'm done." I was like, "I'm going back to computer, going to keyboard. I can't do it." I don't know what it is. The analog, it messes me up.
well, that's my thing is I'm gonna have to adjust when I finally get a gaming PC because I want to do it because of the power at some point here. I feel like I'm very pigeonholed for the games I can play.
Hmm.
But I mean, when I play on it, I think I'm gonna have to get a smaller keyboard so that stuff's tighter together because I'm not a very big guy. I'm like
Hmm.
5'4", 5'5". I'm in that window, and so
Hmm.
my hands aren't very big. It's hard to play guitar. I play it, but I don't play it great because I can't reach things. Same thing with the keyboard. It's like my finger can't stretch to those buttons, and they're all beat up from carpentry and electrical. So I feel like I'm gonna have to find some sort of
Mm.
magic keyboard that works for me, and then you have to
Hmm.
make your muscle memory because that's
Hmm.
why us going backwards, our brains are incredible. So
Right.
like all your synapses in your brain, they have different
Hmm.
paths, and so like the more you use a path, the more natural it becomes. That's where our habits and stuff come from. And
Right.
so
Right.
like
Right.
if you have a bad habit, you can actually like think of it as a road. The ones you use a lot are well-maintained roads, and then like all of a sudden you stop using something, that road starts breaking down and getting potholes and cracks. And so
Hmm.
to change yourself for a habit, whether good or bad, you have to like trick your brain. Like anytime a bad thing comes up or like some bad trait comes up, you catch it and correct it, and then you make a new pathway in your brain. So we move to these new games and we forget how to play the old ones because that that road hasn't been traveled in forever. We forgot how it feels, how it should be.
I get it.
It's amazing.
Well,
Our brains
the
are
only
cool.
I feel like the only recent thing I can associate that with is that this new I guess this new path that God has put forth to me. Um I had to go through intensive like courses, right? So I went through training and the training was 3 weeks and it was a crash course of learning different types of it was more in the sales aspect, right? So sales steps. And I've never been that type of sales, like so structured. And it was such an intense course for 3 weeks. And I thought my brain was going to explode because I had not studied like that in such a long time. So I was telling everybody, like, I felt so rusty. Like, nothing was retaining. Like, I don't even, at that point, I didn't even know what my name was. Like, I was like, it's just
Don't
too
even
much
know.
How did I get
information.
here?
Yeah, I was like, where am I? Who are you? Yeah,
Definitely been
it
there.
was yeah, so I realized if you don't train your brain, um it's just I don't know, it just it's like an old vehicle. It's not it's all rusty. Like my brain
Mhm.
felt rusty and now it feels so much sharper because I've been like studying and continuously studying for these past 3 months. So now if I were to learn something new, I retain it so much quicker and easier. But yeah,
Yeah,
Got to
I was
shake
about to
off
say
the
I
I've
rust
definitely
and get
had
the parts
for
moving.
real. Mhm. Yep.
definitely had courses that they sent me to where they're teaching you like a new aspect of design, and you're trying to follow along, and you look down to like write a note, and then you look back up. It's like, hold on, how what just happened? You're on a completely
Yep.
different thing. What did I miss?
Exactly. Exactly. And
Oh yeah.
it's you know, it's so funny, but I think through life, right? And I think this is what God kind of like guided it to, but I used to be an extremely shy person, like so shy. I'd be like, I hate being the center of attention still to this day, right? If I had like
Right, I feel it.
10,
I
yeah,
know.
like 10 people looking at me, I'm like, no, look away, you know. But like I think through time, I've realized, and I've been put in so many situations that if you don't speak up, if you don't push forward, if you're not, how can I say, if you're not aggressive, but
If you're not
just
moving forward, you're going
yeah,
backwards.
Assertive.
yeah, assertive. Thank you, assertive. If you're not assertive, then it's just you're not going to go anywhere.
Mhm.
Um, so I had to fight a lot in my life. I had to push forward a lot in my life, and it's changed the way I was, because I was so quiet. I was like in a corner by myself. It sounds bad, right?
Yeah.
But
Um,
yeah, just life is
That's
different, man.
they've done
Caitlin
research
feels
to
your
prove
pain,
that
Mochi.
though, because nobody is lucky. Luck isn't a real thing. So they did a
Yep.
research test, and I saw Dan Bongino post about this. He said, "Don't." It was like something with catching trains. You know, if you're gonna go catch a train, get there early. You know, don't try to chase after. Don't chase trains. Don't chase trains that have left the port. So people did this test where they had people come in, people that said that they are naturally unlucky and naturally lucky. And so they had them sit down and read this article. They said, what was it? It was count how many times or something like um, there, there's a picture of a person or there's a certain word said or something like that. And then they go through and they're reading through this thing. And then halfway through, there's a picture that says the answer to the blah, blah, blah test is 437 or something like that, you know, whatever the number was. And people in that would go and they'd read that and they'd read on a little bit more. And it said, go to the last page and there's a hint for a bonus or whatever. And then it said on the bonus, you know, it said, bring up the bonus and you'll receive an extra blah, blah, blah dollars. So they're getting paid if they got the number right. And then they said, receive a bonus like 2 times or 3 times multiplier of the cash, you know, if you go ahead and mention this to the professor when you finish, you know. And all the people
Right.
who said they were lucky noticed that article. The people who aren't lucky didn't notice the picture at all that had said there's this many, whatever they were trying to find, and they all skipped the bonus question of say this bonus thing and whatnot. So it's like the belief that there's more. So go and do these uncomfortable things.
Yep.
You
Yep.
have to create the luck. You have to go and seek things.
Yep.
If you want to stand out, if you want to, I would argue,
Mhm.
come into
Yep.
God's calling. You have to believe in that and go the extra thing, even though it's scary.
100%. I agree with that. Um, and that's just through my experience. So when what you're saying is just it is everything that I've been doing, or actually no, I don't do. I just get thrown into. That's what happens,
Yeah, that's
and I'm
normally what happens for
forced.
me. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
we're doing this now.
Right. So, and to be honest, I think that's what has made me so I can adapt. I can adapt to any situation, I would say. And I think one of the biggest things that my manager always says is like, dude, I could throw you in anywhere and I know you would come out on top of like pretty much number one in
Hmm.
all levels. He's like, I'll throw you into that one. You wouldn't even know what's going on, but somehow, boom, you would be like number one in that. And I would be and I started laughing and I was like, wow, that's a huge compliment because being thrown into things, I mean, inside mentally, I'm stressing and probably like about to pass out. But for some reason, like I don't know, being put in those situations, I just said, you know what, I gotta fight through this.
Yeah. I always go to the mindset of I believe it's crap, I forget what the character's actual name is. The freezy guy from um the CW's The Flash. Sorry. My brain just completely stopped working there for a second. But
All good.
he has a line where he goes, you know, they're working together with the Flash. He's normally a bad guy, and they're trying to come up with a plan on how to solve something. And he goes, just remember, you come up with a plan, you stick to the plan goes awry, you come up with a new plan. That's normally my
Right.
motto for everything. Is like, yeah, we're going to come up with a plan, but something's going to go wrong, so we'll just adapt when it happens. Um, are you posting Bible quotes? Is that what that is? Not only that, but we rejoice in sufferings, knowing that the suffering produces endurance, endurance produces character, and character produces hope, and hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit, who has given us or been given to us. That's why we do the hard things.
Yeah.
Romans 5.
CFAM, thank you.
That's good. It's real
Or-
good.
3 through 5, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
CFAM said, yes, Mochi, one of my brothers is super competitive, super tall, arm, long reach. Oh, talking about tennis. I gotcha.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we tennis for me can go really crazy. I think I mean it got to the point because we're in this family we're competitive, right? So I think me and Chili we were going at it. We were playing that tennis and I think he threw out his arm for like a month and a half. Like it was so bad. And we would go all out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we did the same thing and with my friend group. Like we would go ham playing Wii Sports.
Yes, it's a fun game though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It
It's
still
so
holds up
fun.
to this day. So
Yeah, I love it.
Don't play board games with my mom or sister because they will argue on the bylaws of everything and they are at each other's throats and will personally put you down if you don't agree with them. So
Oh
they're very
my
competitive.
God.
I know those
What?
types. I'm the type that you don't like to play with because I am very competitive and will normally come out on top of a board game.
You
I've had
know, yeah.
I was about to say I've had people tell me that they don't want to play with me because I always win. So it's like, well, I'm sorry, I'm
Dang.
good at the game.
Wow. Oh, wow.
We need somebody to
Love
make
it.
a game that is physically harder for people that are competitive to play, where it penalizes them for like getting all upset about something and just like I would love to stir the pot with a game invented like that. I think it'd be great.
I'm sure there is one.
Especially, yeah, there probably is.
Penalize them.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I think my family is super competitive as well, but I came to a point where I just like give up because I'm like, at this, I'm like, it's just a board game, bro. Like, why are we almost going into fist fights? Like, come on now. So yeah, but then yeah, I think growing up in those scenarios, I'm just like whatever. But if I'm gonna play with Chili and we're gonna play Wii, heck yeah, we're gonna go at it. I'm like, I'm gonna make sure I win.
Yeah. Well, it's always good to go for the win. The
Yeah.
win.
I'm that way in
Good, I can't
sports.
talk.
That's the only time it's worth
Oh,
it to
dude,
me.
sports. I'm on a whole other level. I will, even if I'm trying to get into it, to like I remember in college we were playing. A group of our friends got invited because they needed another team for the fraternity softball league, and a couple of my friends were friends with a bunch of the frat brothers, so they invited us to be a team and do. I was like, all right, it's going to be fun, just messing around, playing softball. We got competitive quick. It's like as soon as we started playing, the switch was flipped. I was like, okay, yeah, this is for real. Let's go.
Sign a res up for a bar league and watch them be way more competitive than everybody. It'll be great.
But I know that you gotta hop off here because you've got your stream coming up here in was it 20 minutes?
20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes.
And I know that Mischief's got a stream sitting on stream waiting as well.
So I'm
Oh
eating
my
and talking
God.
with you guys because I have not eaten yet today. So I'm just doing the poor man's lunch. I'm making pasta with Parmesan and Romano and a little bit of holistic marinara sauce.
Yeah, I was
That's
about to
the
say,
poor man?
Well,
Dude.
poor
heck,
man
it's,
is ramen noodles.
It's
Oh
all you
my,
have to
yeah,
do is
exactly.
boil
That's
the
the poor
water.
man. It's ramen.
Okay. Hear me out.
That's called
We don't have a
Bougie's poor
protein.
man.
I don't. Well, I'm Italian, so this is like a cheater's way of doing it.
Italian.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
So I don't have any protein, which is I'm kicking myself, but I just don't have the time for that right now. I gotta have a protein with my meal, But it's just pasta, the cheese, and the sauce. But literally, you dump a pound of pasta into that boiling water, you let it cook, you add the sauce from the jar, and I finally found one without all the nasty inflammatory seed oils, and they're all Napa Valley sourced, so their vegetables are like pure too. And then you got your natural cheese, and I'm from Wisconsin, so obviously at least I got good access to cheese.
Oh man.
But you just throw it together. It's like a 15-minute cook. Like it's great. It's easy, and then you have leftovers.
Well, I mean, that sounds like a great poor man's food because I've never had that type of poor man's food. Mine's like exactly like ramen. That's all that is. Water and noodle.
Or what was
Well, this is like
the ready in a minute like rice, like you would get like the Mexican rice and
Uh
then you would
what is that? Uncle Ben's? Is it Uncle Ben's?
or no, not yeah, but the Uncle Ben's, but when we were in college it was not ready in a minute. You like poured in,
Oh, it's
it's
a
like making
bag, right?
ramen. Yeah, making ramen, but ready to serve, I think was the name of it. It was like
Isn't that
flavored
like more
rice.
expensive?
No, you can get like 20 of them for like $20.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Where were you going? Was it
Kroger.
I mean, well, we had 99 cents. 99-cent store.
Nah, we went to Kroger's and you could get like 5 of those and like a 5 roll of the canned meat for like
Rice-a-roni.
$10. And we would
Oh,
just make those throughout the week. So you'd have a protein and you'd have a carb.
wow. I think when I was younger, because like I think it was just ramen was always a
Mhm.
go-to.
Oh, ramen. That's
And I
still a
think,
go-to. I love
yeah,
ramen.
it was always a
can't
go-to.
do it.
Yeah.
I'm
You
trying
can't do
so hard
Although
to
ramen?
get
now I
better.
buy,
I can't do it.
I was about to say I buy bougie ramen like that, but actual like Japanese noodle place. We have
Yes,
a
well, now I did. Now I do that. I don't do those old school ramens anymore. It's like, ugh.
what, you don't like the MSG?
No, actually, I don't know. Is it really that bad for you? I'm not
Probably
sure
not.
because
It's a carcinogen.
Dude, everything's
okay,
a
so
carcinogen nowadays.
yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. For me, I personally I like they have at Costco, what are those? The
Fin.
tonkatsu. They have like a
Oh
tonkatsu
yeah,
ramen. That one's good. I
I
can't
can't
do
do the
S.
MSG. Jinx.
I said S.
Uh,
Yeah.
ooh,
Ramen to go. Yeah, like I don't know. Right now it's just peanut butter and jelly. I think
I
that's probably the
love
poor
peanut butter
man's
and
for me.
jelly. Mm.
It's kind of still not, but yeah, it's probably the
Well,
go-to.
you got to remember, I do this. I got a sauce, cheese, and that. I can get probably 4 to 5 servings without breaking like $15. 20
I
bucks
like
True.
that.
max. So
You gotta
it's
be
I like
there.
that.
It's
crafty.
extended. It's
Mhm.
easy. And I've been trying to play the game because I've been trying to eat healthier because cancer runs in the family, and then you got to think about how hard it is to find holistic ingredients for things, but I'm also trying to do it while trying to save up money and get ahead in life. So I've been playing the game and trying to fill both worlds, and
Well, it's all about the game
it's
and how
hard.
you play it.
The crap, the crap is in everything.
It is.
So,
It is.
I mean, but my body's getting to that point where things are starting to hurt from how hard I am on it with carpentry and stuff like that. So if I don't
It
start
is.
taking
Yeah.
care of it and eating better, I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do long term. And so paying now with money for better food or paying later with my health, and like I don't want to really suffer later
I
if I
feel
can
like
try to help it.
but your type of work, a lot of people don't last long, so they usually end up retiring in their 30s, mid 30s. Because it takes a toll on the body.
Hmm.
Yeah, it
I'm
definitely
trying to be
does.
smart so I can project manage when my body
That'd
says
be
no
good.
more, so that I can
That'd be good,
oversee
yeah.
and keep it alive because someone's going to have to teach the next generation
Yep. Mhm.
because they're not going to get it from a school course. You'll never
Yep.
learn the trades in school. It just doesn't work that way.
Yep, 100%. That's what I tell people. Like carpentry, what you do actually is a dying trade, to be honest. It's like not a lot of people do it. When I try to look for a subcontractor within that field,
Hmm.
it's very, very few. And I'm talking about good ones are like 0 to none, basically.
Hmm.
There's not many. So,
You'll go through about 20 of them before you find a good contractor. Unfortunately, I know how it is. I've worked
yep,
alongside people, and
yep,
I've seen it. Like I've worked for people where I'm like, look, I'm your hire. I'm pushing for better work than you are. I get that I didn't bid this job, but I am pro. There's no reason that a contractor shouldn't be able to be upfront about stuff and tell people and have that no fear to be honest with them. And if you're above budget because you want to do it right and they turn you away, that's okay. Doing the
hmm
right thing always pays
yep,
out. And
absolutely.
people don't have that. And people just don't want to do things. And we're
hmm
so anti-confrontational that I'm sure you've dealt with this. A contractor won't even call
Yep.
you back with the bit because they just don't want to deal with the interaction. And we've lost something somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
We've lost a lot of
No.
things.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
But, you know, like I said, you probably got to be getting ready to set up your stream.
Yes.
So we're going to call it for the night. And we're going to raid
Sorry,
out
I'm feeling
to.
chatty.
No, you're good. You're good. I mean, I love that kind of conversation because that's the field I'm in right now. So it's really big and actually I love learning new things. So yeah, I don't know. I could probably, if you were talking about that earlier, I could probably go on talking to you about it for a while.
Well, if you ever have like something you want to bounce off of me, whether it's collaterally, we're both going back and forth and trying to figure out something that's going on, and collectively, not collaterally, collectively trying to figure it out, or you have a question you think I might be able to answer, man, my connection is always on. So reach out through Discord or wherever, because I'm always about helping other people inform and hopefully learning something myself in the process.
Oh, I appreciate that. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Husband.
But, Mochi, do you have any? Oh, do you have any
Well,
upcoming
just
things
wanted
that you'd
to
like
say-
to advertise?
I just wanted to say, thank you so much for having me on here. I mean, I love the this group of people that you have in your chat, in your family. I mean, these are wonderful, supportive people that I could see, and I could tell that you guys really have a bond. Do appreciate that you have me here. And one thing I just want to tell people that, I mean, you guys already know, and I always say this in all my streams, is that the biggest thing I always tell everybody is to pray and to continue to lean into God. Sometimes when things are hard and the way the world is today, we sometimes get lost in our negative thoughts. And the one biggest thing I always tell people is just to remember God's there for you. He will always love you, protect you. So try your best. And I know it's maybe hard for a lot of people, but try to pray. Prayer is amazing. I mean, for me at least, prayer has helped me through so much in my life. Even today, especially with all the trials I've been going through right now with my work and all. He has helped me so much to gather my thoughts to just overall protect me, love me. I mean, he literally poured so much love and favor on me, and I just feel blessed, and I just want everyone to know that that's something that he could do for you guys as well. And last I always like to leave is that God loves everybody, all his children, even the lost sheeps.
Bless you, my friend.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Guys, like I said, we're going to send you over to Mischief. I hope he has an amazing stream. And if you haven't, definitely go
I'll
give
be on
Mochi a follow
shortly,
too.
I promise. Sorry for the waiting screen. I'm just putting my stuff away so I don't get screamed at for leaving a mess in the kitchen.
Yep. Just remember, guys, you guys light the fire. We just pick up the torch and run with it. And until we see you next time, God bless you all and have an amazing rest of your weekend. Bye, everyone.
you.